All right, Paulsons. I want to show you an update, latest and greatest on what's going on with Remy. Uh, Kind of keep you updated on the process and keep an eye on your boy. So in our last video, we were looking at obedience and kind of starting our formal training with Remy. And then when Corey was here the other day, we were playing around with birds. And Remy has decided he really likes birds. In fact, right now he's in play mode. You can see the tail, the ears perked up. He's ready to go get a bird. He knows that the way we've been starting our sessions lately is going to play with the bird. So what I'm doing today is I'm using a little frozen teal. Good boy. Right here, Remy. Hey, right here. Right here. Good boy. Give. Good. That's a good boy. All right. So all we're doing here is we're trying to just get reps. Right here, bud. Right here. Hey, hey. Trying to get reps with birds inside the shop where there's no place where he can run off with it. So there's really nowhere for him to go. Um, but I'm pretty happy with that. We'll do lots more of exposure with the birds. Also, I'm working with just a frozen teal, nice and small. We start with the teal because they are easy for him to pick up. It's really not any bigger than picking up a bumper. So it makes it easy for him. So we start our session with something nice and fun. Get him excited about working, happy with the environment, getting him comfortable. All right, so now that we've got him started on some obedience work, now we're going to work on how we get on to the next piece. And he's already getting ready to get the force fetch stick out, so he's pretty excited about it. But I want to show you how we're going through this process so that you know what I'm doing and what you can do, how this will, of course, this is all about how does it, transition back to the home. Sit, good boy. So we did our basic obedience last time, which was sit here, heel. He's pretty spot on with that. Obviously, Remy, has done some of that with you guys, and he's comfortable with it. So once we've got him comfortable doing sit here, heel, especially here in the shop, we are going to transition now to adding the next command, which is the command to let something out of his mouth. So the command that we're going to be working on today is called give. And so, of course, in order to get something out of his mouth, he has to have something in his mouth in order to take it out. So what I'm doing is I'm teaching him the new command to let loose of something. And so what he's going to be letting loose of is just my hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my hand in his mouth, and it's going to stay there until he stops fighting me. Now, he's done this several times. We've done this quite a few reps. So he's pretty good. Of course, at the beginning, every dog, kind of flails and, it weirds them out because you stick something in their mouth. It's foreign to them. But he's come around pretty quickly to the idea. So all I'm doing is I come down here to his level. He's a good boy, yes. And first, we're messing with his face, giving him some stimulation on the face so that it's not just, going straight into it. And he knows what's coming because he's leaning up against me like, oh, you're going to stick your hand in my mouth again, aren't you? I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to hold his collar back here behind his head. I'm going to take my right hand and just go right in here. Boy, good. Give. Good job. So he doesn't even really resist me anymore. He just holds my hand. And as soon as he's holding it, I give it maybe 1 full second where he's holding peacefully, and then I give him the command to drop it out. So we want him to understand that there is a command to let go of something. So that's the first thing that we're teaching him. We'll do one more right here. Give. Good boy. Okay, so step 1, hold my hand. Step 2 is we are going to be doing this in conjunction with his obedience work. The idea is we want this to all be one seamless system, that we are going from sit here, heel, to now I'm just going to stick my hand in his mouth while we're doing this. Okay? So once he's been holding in my hand and letting go nicely, now we need to carry it. So now I'm going to put my hand in his mouth, and we're going to go heel, sit, give, boy. So we're just simply adding one little piece at a time, trying to teach him in a systematic way to do something simple. Now, baby steps. It's all about baby steps. Now, he gets a lot more excited. You see the tail gets pretty peppy once we get out the sticks. He's like, oh boy, the stick, I'm going to go get it. Okay, so one of the fascinating things about gun dogs is if I take this stick and I just toss it 5 feet in front of me, he will do whatever it takes to go pick it up. But if I set it on the ground in front of him, most dogs will just look at it or play with it or whatever. Boy, give. Good boy. He actually picked it up there, which was nice. Most dogs don't want to pick it up when it's just laying there in front of them. They want to chase, sit. So we have to help them understand that I want them to hold and carry the stick, just like he held and carried my hand to begin with. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stick, just like I did with my hand. I'm going to come here. I'm going to grab his collar. I'm going to put it in his mouth. Nope. And we're going to make it stay in there. And he's going to get weird about it. And I'm not going to let the stick come out. I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep the stick in there. Good. Good boy. Good. Give. Good dog. So, again, doesn't need to be long. We're just trying to help him hold it. All right. Heel. Sit. Good. Good boy. I'm going to take my hand away. Take one of my hands away. Try to keep his lips out of it so it's comfortable. We don't want any discomfort here if we can help it. Certainly no discomfort with the mouth. Good. I'm holding his collar. And I'm using my left hand to just barely support his bottom jaw. It's easy if I bring my right hand in here and force his bottom jaw up to hold. Good boy. Good. Good. Give. So what we're trying to do is obviously we're trying to shape how he holds the stick so that he holds it without dropping it, without fumbling it. Okay, so again, hold the stick, carry the stick. So just like we did with the hand, now we're going to carry it. Okay, good boy. Heel. Good. Sit. Good boy. Oh. And I'm just giving him a very gentle pat under his mouth. So to remind him, I need him to hold his mouth shut. Good. Lots of praise. Good boy. Give. Good boy. And when we're doing this, this process gets to be a grind. It gets to be a real demand. Sit. And so it's imperative that when I'm doing this, I am watching his body language. His body language is how he holds his head, how he holds his back, his tail. Is it up? Is it down? Is he slouched? That tells me a lot about how he's feeling. Remi seems to really enjoy kind of mundane, tasks that we do repeat many times over. Obviously, we do a bunch more reps than just we see on this video. I don't want to, repeat it 1,000 times on video, but you get the idea. Here, heel, sit. So once we've got him carrying, we're going to add it all together. So we're going to walk, heel, boy. Remi, here, heel, sit. Good boy. Good. And I'm not saying any word yet with putting the stick in his mouth. We'll add that next time. Good boy. Heel, sit. Sit. Good. Good boy. Give. Good dog. Good. That's a good boy. Okay, we'll do one more set and then we'll end on a fun note. Heel. Sit. Good. Good. Heel. Good. Sit. I'm trying very hard to not keep my right hand under his jaw. We don't want to do that. I want to be able to touch him under his chest, right, so that he doesn't think anytime my right hand comes in, I'm coming to grab it. Good boy. Give. Okay, so once he's done his drills, we can have a little bit of fun to end our session. And what he really wants to do is he wants to chase the stick. So we'll give him some fun little bumper retrieves. Right here. Hey, come here. And I'm letting him be kind of a ding-dong, and that's okay. Right here. Give. But if he brings it to me without dropping it, I'm going to use the word give, because he's been introduced to that term now. So we want him to understand that. All right. You ready? Ready? There he goes. All right. Good boy. That's a good boy. Okay, Remi. Right here, bud. Right here. Right here. Hey. Whoa. Whoa. Hey. Hey. Right here, wild man. Right here. Right here. Heel. Sit. Good. Give. Good boy. And then, the most important part of dog training is we quit while he is in a good mood. We always want to leave him wanting more. He's just begging for me to throw this again. So we're going to stop while we're in a good spot. But anyway, Remi's doing great with his training. Rolling right along. Very happy with his process. He's a good dog.